Good evening and welcome, staff, graduates, families. What extraordinary times we find ourselves in. I am so thankful that we have the opportunity to be here to honor Calvin Christian Graduates 2020. I would like to take some time to open this celebration with a word of prayer. And then I will pass the mic off to Mr. Lyle Morris, who will address the graduates. Please bow your heads with me. Our Father, who art in heaven, but who also dwells here on earth through Jesus Christ, our Savior, who sent the Holy Spirit to dwell within and amongst us. Hallowed be your name. Your kingdom has come, Lord. Your will be done, here on earth and in heaven. Give us today what we need, Lord, and forgive us as we forgive each other. Lead us out of any temptations and out of any evil. For yours, Lord, is the kingdom, all of the power to you, all of the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Mr. Lyle Morris.
Welcome here to everyone. It's a big crowd today, I can tell. I would like to address the graduates, families, honored and distinguished guests, peers, and I understand this will be on the internets and the YouTubes. So I would like to give a warm welcome to Mr. Elon Musk and Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Mark. At the risk of stating the obvious, this has been a garbage year. Local and global, no one would argue, it's obvious. And truth be told, it's not just this year, but all the years that I've had to teach this current group of graduates. I can feel my peers nodding their heads in solidarity, but even they don't know all that I have been through. Would you like an example? Let me give you a generalization, because we can all agree that generalizations are never bad. This class is like a bunch of puppies. Sure, they're cute and adorable, they can be really fun, but if you turn your back for 1 second, someone's chewing on the furniture, somebody else is peeing in the corner. And there's so much whining all the time. Why won't Harry Styles like me? It's like one of those ticky-talkie challenges where you flip the switch. One moment, everything is as it should be, and the next, there's some old man sitting in the corner just staring me down with no expression. How did he get there? Where did he come from? You know what's scarier than teaching a bunch of grade 8s? An old white man that's sitting in judgment of you. You guys, I've had it so hard, you don't even know. I can give you so many examples. Why don't I start with Josh Teedy? You ever hear that kid whistle? It's like a stale tuning fork with just one note. Imagine yourself under the hot sun all day in Mexico trying to build a house. Does that sound familiar? Anybody want to take a guess what song that is? If your guess was Hungry Like the Wolf, you would be right. Except you would be wrong, because that sounds nothing like Duran Duran's hit single from 1982. This is clearly a case of teacher harassment. How about Jensen? Sure. Everybody likes Jensen. Nice guy, easygoing, super likable. That's what he wants you to think. Let me give you an example. From what I understand, Jensen's car is held together by duct tape and zip ties. I also hear that it looks and runs like wet garbage, but I guess that's how it be sometimes. So one day I overhear in class that it's not running. Mr. Likeable Jensen Beens needs to get somewhere and he needs to get there quick. So I want to help, right? I'm like the second nicest guy in the world after Jensen, so I offer him my car. No strings attached. I have a nice car. It runs perfect. Crazy good gas mileage. Jensen barely lets me get my offer out before he screams at the top of his lungs, "I'm not driving a Prius." You know what that did to my heart, Jensen? The pain and suffering I went through by offering a kindness, a selfless and kind act gets repaid with bullying and harassment. Why don't you just go shave your beard, you baby-faced Jensen baby? I need to calm down. This is hard reliving some of these memories. Sometimes they're just little subtle indignities, like Lawrence, for example. Lawrence. Everybody else would shorten that name to Larry or Laura, but no, Laura wants to keep it professional. The thing is, because I'm so cool, I let the kids address me disrespectfully by just Morris. No mister. Not like I have a choice in the matter. But every time someone says Lawrence's name, I think they're saying Morris. I'm so eager to help because I'm such an amazing teacher. I go running over and they look at me like, "I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Lawrence." Yeah, thanks, Lauren. Lawrence. Lauren. I'll call you Lauren from now on. You know what you did. And in the words of Lawrence, I'm actually pretty cheesed right now. You want another subtle indignity? Liam Washel. First of all, is it Washel or Wackle? He says he doesn't know. What am I supposed to do with that? Who can't pronounce their own name? How'd you get out of kindergarten? Forget about his last name for a second. By the way, his first name only has 4 letters in it, and he has misspelled that on assignments. Leah, big space, capital M. Who does that? Leah M. Anyway, I can't even get to my point I'm trying to make because I'm so upset and bullied and picked on by this group. My point here is that he can't even add or subtract simple digits. Why is he in pre-calculus and physics when he cannot subtract 2-digit numbers? Is he doing this on purpose to torment me? Oh, there's probably some people out there that don't believe me. Well, tell you what, Mr. Pinto, roll the tape.
Okay, hey Liam, what's 22 minus 16? 6. What did you write? 4.
See? Simple math, Liam. Okay, I'm going to share something that's really personal. I need you to get a little bit closer because I don't want everybody hearing this. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I have something called male pattern baldness. It's true. It's not like anybody would ever notice. I mean, I never see it when I look in the mirror. You know, it's pretty perfect. It's all good in the neighborhood, but all it takes is me doing my Calvin-ordained lunch duty, sitting in the NPR, minding my own business, supervising, when I turn around and Silvia is running away like a mad woman. She just slapped me in the bald spot. That's bullying, that's harassment, assault, disrespect of authority, running in the NPR, laughing in an educational setting. I could keep going, but Liam already can't keep up. Do you have any idea what this has done to me, Silvia? To my sense of self-worth? My self-esteem? Here, I'm going to prove a point to you. Watch this. Another object lesson, because I'm such a good teacher. I want you, Silvia, stop talking. I want you to raise your hand if Silvia has ever hurt you. Raise your hand, nice and high. Be proud. It's safe. We're in this together. Now look around. Look around. Do you see anybody with their hands down? If you do you know what that means? Those people have never met Silvia. Now, I just want to tell a quick little side story. I know it's not all about you, okay? Get over yourselves. I was out with some colleagues out at a restaurant, letting my hair down, so to speak. The people who are supposed to have my back, the people that I'm in the trenches with. These are who I am with. Sitting there, having a nice little adult conversation. I'm thinking, I didn't see Silvia come into this restaurant. So I turn around, wondering who has touched me in the bald spot. And you know who's sitting there behind me? Your vice principal. She's like this. Oops. Oops, like it was an accident? You guys don't know what I've been through. Okay, I'm not going to be able to mention everybody, but I could if I wanted to. So I just have to go through some quick hits here. Sierra Doornbos, yeah, you, nonstop singing in Mexico, and you don't say a word in Canada, just staring me down, silently judging me, staring, judging me. Kyleah Gretschmann, come on. Let's be real, nobody's that sweet and kind and selfless all the time. As if. I know you're doing it just to make everybody else feel bad. How's anybody supposed to feel compared to you? Get out of here. Okay, quicker, I'm running out of time. Seth, still waiting for the videos, buddy. Kyle, stop giggling, get a hold of yourself, man. Noel, stop apologizing. It doesn't always get to be your bad. Okay, it can be your good too, you know. Jarrett? Nah, Jarrett, I got nothing bad to say about you. Everybody else, you know what you did. Okay, I'm gonna finish with the biggest indignity I have suffered in my life at the hands of this crew. Let me set the stage. One day in grade 12, before chapel, all the 12s are gathered, we're waiting to be called down. You know how it be. So Talua and I are just chatting, making polite small talk about my tattoos. He asked about the pain, and I referenced the one on my ribs. Like I was saying, this is the one that hurt most. Here, I'll show you. Look. Okay, so, you know, I can show you guys, but I can't do that in class. That'd be weird. So I say to him, like, I would show you right now, but that would be kind of weird. So I hear from the corner of my ear, I've seen you naked, and I look, and it's Ashton. So here's the backstory. Rewind 6 months or whatever to Mexico. We're at the campsite. I want a shower. I'm wearing my bathing suit and Crocs because you gotta rock the Crocs. Mr. Pinto knows what I'm talking about. So I'm carrying my shower bag and I gotta make a pit stop at the porta potty. So I put my bag beside the porta potty, go inside and have a seat, and moments later, the door swings open, there's a scream and it slams shut. And all I can think of is how rude. Even newborn babies know not to open a door when somebody's answering the call of nature. Come on! So the door closes just as quick as it opens and I'm in shock. I don't know what to do. The indignity. Step out there and I need to stand up to my bully. So I try to casually open the door and Alex is standing there. I can tell from his body language, he wasn't the culprit. But very first thing he incredulously says is, "Why are you going to the bathroom without a shirt on?" And then I hear a giggle from one of the other porta potties. The famous Ashton giggle. It's different from the Kyle giggle. And that was the last time I have ever spoken to Ashton. So Ashton, I'm gonna speak to you mano a mano right now, through the camera, through time and space. You are not allowed to tell anybody what happened in Mexico. That is between us. So I think my message is pretty clear here. If you think you've had it rough and you complain about your lot in life, remember this. Morris had it worse because he taught the 2020 Calvin Christian Collegiate graduating class. I'm going to pause here for the applause. It's probably still going, so I'll just give it a minute. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. In grade 11, Jensen said that he wanted everybody to be roasted at Grad. I hope that comes close. Now, if you will, I would like to be serious, honestly serious, totally serious. I'm going to read you one of my favorite Bible passages as an encouragement, and then some lyrics from a song as a blessing. So first the verse. This starts in Micah 6:6. You may have heard me quote this verse before. With what shall I come before the Lord and bow down before the exalted God? Shall I come before him with burnt offerings, with calves a year old? Will the Lord be pleased with thousands of rams, with 10,000 rivers of olive oil? Shall I offer my firstborn for my transgression, the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? He has shown you, O mortal, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. That is a verse that doesn't get old. Meditate on it. All right, so here's the blessing. I really want to sing this because I love this song so much, but I also love you guys so much. I'm not going to put you through it. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it would be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person that you always were to me, and may all your favorite bands stay together. I love you guys, and I'll miss you. I hope you stay in touch. Thanks for putting up with me.
Late night drives to hot French fries and friends around the country. From Charlottesville to good old Santa Fe. When I think of you, you've still got on that hat that says let's party. I hope that thing is never thrown away. I hope that life without a chaperone is what you thought it'd be. I hope your brother's El Camino runs forever. I hope the world sees the same person you always were to me. And may all your favorite bands stay together.
At this point, I'm going to call up our valedictorians to give their address. Serena Algira and Colby Dick.
Greetings, family, friends, teachers, and administrators, and finally, our fellow graduates. We've been through 13 years filled with friendships, drama, inside jokes, and memories. In these years we spent at Calvin, we have been surrounded by different people coming from different backgrounds and homes. Together we started a journey of finding ourselves, and together we experienced many new skills and many firsts. I could have finished these years anywhere, but I'm glad I did it at Calvin.
We would love to thank our teachers because without their hard work and unfailing attitude to succeed, they helped us to achieve good marks and even better workmanship. Even though through all the distractions and off-topic conversations, they were still able to give us a well-rounded education. But as much work we did in classes, the no-work classes seemed to stand out more in my mind. I remember the times Mr. Thiessen and Silvia would converse for 10 minutes at the beginning of class to decide whether the door should be opened or closed in the portables. Or how sometimes when a person would hint at their hunger in Mrs. Gation's class, we wouldn't get back to work until everybody's stomach was satisfied.
Over the years, I think our teachers realized that we were a slightly different group of kids and needed to be handled differently. I would love to explain to all my family and friends exactly what our elementary and high school experience looked like. Sadly, this would take way more time than we are giving, considering how we've been through so many years of maturing and growing together. So we thought we would simply share some key memories to give you the gist of how different our grade was. For anyone who did know our grade, you probably remember us as a very difficult and dysfunctional group. Whether we were in boring classes or exciting school trips, we always knew how to have a good time.
So let's start at the beginning. Elementary school. 17 of our fellow graduates started and ended their 13-year school and career in the white walls of Calvin Christian. We experienced playing in the treehouse in kindergarten, reading at the D in grades 1 and 2, skating at our very own rink, going on yearly trips to the Manto Museum, buddy reading, I Love to Read month, and fighting to see who got to sit in the pillow tub. Most of these activities look like little kid things soon as we were approaching grade 6. I still remember how ecstatic I was when Mr. VK gave us the speech at the end of grade 5 telling us how we were going to be the oldest and had to set good examples. This was the most talked about grade in elementary. This is where you had so much more freedom and responsibility. Grade 6 brings back many memories of playing man tracker on everyday 6, Mrs. Melgard having the best spelling tests, Dollarama trips with Mr. Berg, and of course, Camp Nunamick. Mr. Berg has been a part of some of our lives longer and in different ways than other people. Through sports activities, but personally, he has been a mentor to me. To him, I say thank you.
At this point, I'm sure you don't see much different things about our grade than others. Well, let me tell you, elementary was only the beginning of this graduating class chaos. When middle school came, so did a lot more responsibility. A huge change we had to go through was open campus. The first month of school, you would find most of us either walking to Pizza or 7-Eleven.
By grade 8 and 9, as everyone started to grow up, we became a little more brave. By this time, teachers started to make comments on how loud and uncontrollable we could be. But oh boy, you guys hadn't seen the rest of us until grade 10 came around.
Grade 10 was when we locked our first teacher outside of their classroom. For certain reasons, we won't name who was locked out or who was involved, but I would like to let you know COLBY and I were not involved whatsoever. This was also the year when we started using our iPads more. Now, you may think I mean for schoolwork, but that is where you are completely wrong. Our iPads were probably the worst distractions we had and always had. Whether it was playing iMessage games in a Crazy 8's group chat or any game that recently hit the App Store, the class was playing it. It didn't matter whether it was during class, 10-minute break, spare, or lunch, games were being played. These distractions has followed us through our high school experience and are still with us in our quarantined hours.
Other than games, one activity our grade often participated in was half-court pickup games in the gym, or even worse, the MPR gym. MPR basketball was a whole different game played at spares. On spares, there's no teachers and therefore no rules. I wouldn't be able to tell you how many times people got pushed, tripped, yelled at, or had their glasses flying across the floor.
Grade 12 was certainly an exciting but interesting year. We all started the school year with many hopes and expectations. We all expected to have a normal senior year and get to encounter certain things like ice, skip day, and prank day. Sadly, our year and many hopes were cut short. Most of us spent our last day at our school and we didn't even know it. But even through quarantine, our class was still able to rattle our teachers. Whether it was complaining about work in Google Classroom comments or doing stupid things on Zoom calls, we still were able to make light of the situation. As much as we hate what the pandemic brought us, it really reminds us that we aren't always completely in control and that God is always working behind the scenes.
You may have realized that we skipped grade 11. This is because, much like our grade 12 year, something unexpected happened. We started our grade 11 year with excitement to be able to go on the Mexico mission trip and also for the first people in our grade to have cars that would allow us to go to McDonald's or Tim Hortons. While this was both extremely unhealthy for our bodies and bank accounts, the good times were worth every penny. Shifting into a more impactful topic now of Jadon Reimer. Every single one of us wishes he could be here graduating with us. Being able to show up in suits with him, laughing and celebrating, has been on my mind consistently. Reminiscing on the memorable times we had together and imagining more memorable times to come that we would have had. Jayden is truly someone we will never forget and continually miss. We can remember that seeing him again is a reality and that in the place where he is eternal, that we will soon be as well.
To our fellow graduates, wherever you go after high school, we hope you walk with God and you always depend on Him. For He will always be by your side and take care of you through your highest highs and lowest lows. We lastly want to say thank you for making our high school experience a great ride full of many memories.
Before I call up our 2020 graduates, I just wanted to let everyone know that while the grads are being called up, some of their awards are being announced. Some awards are being decided on later as we need final marks and so on, and at the time of this recording, our school year isn't even done. Anywho, some students will find out they have won an award as they are being called up. I would also like to mention the majority of what I'm reading was written by the students themselves, so you might consider that a bit of a disclaimer.
Hi, I'm Serena Algira, and I've been going to Calvin Christian for 13 years.
When asked what she will remember most, Serena said, and I quote, "How Mr. Morris's bald spot grew larger every year." What a kind way to start off our convocation. Serena is also very thankful for the accepting teachers and the education they were able to give her. Next year, Serena will be going to Providence University College for business, and then on to Red River College for residential design. Aiding Serena's business endeavors financially and educationally is the Entrepreneurship and Innovation Scholarship. This $1,000 award includes 6 months of mentoring and is generously provided by a former student, Michael Reimer. Serena is also the first person to win this award. Congrats. Serena is also the recipient of another award, but I'm going to ask Mr. Pinto to present this one. Mr. Pinto, if you will.
Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Dave Pinto, the Athletic Director at the Collegiate. Today I have the privilege to present the Athlete of the Year award to two well-deserving athletes. Each year, a committee of coaches gathers together to discuss and review applications for one of our grade 11 and 12 male athletes, as well as one of our grade 11 or 12 female athletes. This athlete has not only excelled in sports here at the Collegiate, but they've also demonstrated strong leadership within their team and community. She's demonstrated a strong and positive character on and off the court. She demonstrates strong sportsmanship and during all competitions represents our school with pride and more importantly in a God-honoring way. This year and for a second year in a row, Serena Algira has been selected as our 2020 Female Athlete of the Year. Serena has been a key athlete to the Calvin Christian Athletics program throughout her time here. Serena has excelled in many sports including badminton, soccer, basketball, and volleyball. This year, Serena was the captain of both our volleyball and basketball teams, and with her leadership, Serena led our varsity girls volleyball team to a third-place finish at the MHSAA AAA Provincial Championships, and I believe this was the first time a girls team came home with a medal. Later on, she also received Tournament All-Star and was selected as a Volleyball Manitoba Graduating All-Star Honorable Mention. Serena also led our varsity girls basketball team to another first, Zone 12 Tier 2 Championship, the first varsity girls banner at her school. In the fall, Serena will be taking her talents to Otterburn, Manitoba, where she will join the Providence University College Pilots, the women's volleyball team. Serena, thank you for all your hard work and dedication to your craft over the last 6 years here at the Collegiate. Congratulations on being selected the 2020 Female Athlete of the Year. This year we have a plaque for you, and we've got a sweater for you to take home.
Thank you.
Right on. Thank you. Congratulations, Serena.
This is Serena.
Serena, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jensen Beens. I've been at Calvin for 13 years.
Jensen will always remember how much fun sports were with his great teammates. He's also thankful for how helpful and funny the teachers were. Not awful. Next year, Jensen plans on attending the University of Manitoba for his bachelor's in criminology. Jensen is also recognized as a graduating all-star. This is Jensen.
Jensen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Laura Bohinski, and I've been going to Calvin since kindergarten.
Or as Laura wrote down, 13 years for those who want to be technical. Laura's favorite memories include beating Linden Christian School in the zone finals in her first year of JV, finishing third in provincials last year, as well as all the great friends she's made. She's also thankful for Mrs. Thiessen for being supportive and always being there for her. Next year, Laura is going to the U of M to pursue an education degree. Excellent choice. Laura also happens to be one of the recipients of the 4L Communications Camp Scholarships. This scholarship goes to those who are entering post-secondary in the fall and have demonstrated a love of and service to summer camp. The other award that Lort is receiving is the David M. Taylor Award. This $500 award was created by the staff to honor Calvin Christian Collegiate's founding principal, Mr. Taylor. We bless you with it, Laura, as you move into your education and career as one of us. When asked if there's anything else important to add, she wrote, "No, there's not anything else important that I can think of at this current moment, but if I make it to grad, then I'm sure something cool will happen." This is Laura.
Laura, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm Seth Boschmann. I've been at Calvin since kindergarten.
One of Seth's favorite memories of his time at Calvin is the Mexico trip. When asked what Seth was thankful for, he said that Mr. Taves had a lot of art materials, especially for a small school. Acrylic paint, watercolors, spray paint, special markers, linoleum, and more. The art shows were super cool too. After graduating, Seth plans on working for a year or two, then is hoping to narrow down what he wants to do for post-secondary. He wants to take it a bit slow, not rush into taking anything that he regrets. This is Seth.
Seth, congratulations.
Thank you.
My name is Brenden Tyler Doornbos, and I've been at Calvin since kindergarten.
One of Brendan's favorite memories is being a part of one of the best AAA volleyball teams in the province and being named a graduating all-star within the division. Brenden is thankful that we are able to have some sort of grad, unlike other larger schools who are unable to get together. He's happy that we are making the best of our situation. Next year, Brenden is going to be taking a business course through the University of Winnipeg while playing with the Westmen. This is Brenden.
Brenden, congratulations.
Hi, my name is Sierra Doornbos, and I've been at Calvin for 13 years.
Among Sierra's favorite memories of Calvin are the Chicago and Mexico trips. She is also thankful for teachers who helped to make school easier. Sierra plans on working for a year before attending university. This is Sierra.
Sierra, congratulations.
Hi, my name is Colby Sebastian Dick, and I've been going to Calvin since kindergarten.
Colby will always remember the way this class comes together when tough times come, and also the way this group can feel like family. Colby is also thankful for the teachers, as it was less like a job to them and more like a passion and love for the children. Next year, Colby is playing volleyball at Providence University College while studying sociology and psychology. Colby is going to miss the amazing moments he had during the sports seasons with longtime friends and coaches that will be remembered for years to come. At this time, I'm going to hand things over to Mr. Pinto.
This year, Colby Dick has been selected as the recipient of the 2020 Male Athlete of the Year Award. Colby has been a key component to the success of our athletics program here at Calvin Christian over the last 6 years. Colby is a hard-working athlete, a strong leader on and off the court, and this year, Colby was the co-captain to our varsity boys volleyball team, as well as a key player to the success of the team this past season. This year, our boys volleyball team was ranked #1 in the province at the AAA level for the majority of the year. They were Zone 12 champions and had a strong provincial championship run. And Colby helped lead the team to a second-place finish at this year's Triple H Manitoba High School Athletic Association Provincials Championships. Colby was named the Provincial Tournament All-Star, and later on, he was selected as a Volleyball Manitoba Graduating All-Star, and he's received multiple Player of the Game awards throughout the year. Colby was also a strong basketball player, was a difference maker on our team. Colby also mentioned that this year he planned on playing badminton, and he thinks that he would have been our Zone 12 champion, and he also said he probably would have been the Provincials MVP. This is what he wrote down. In the fall, Colby will be taking his talents to Otterburn, Manitoba, where he will be joining the Providence University College Pilots men's volleyball program. Congrats, Colby, on being selected 2020 Male Athlete of the Year.
This is Colby.
Colby, congratulations.
Thank you.
My name is Riley Eisens. I've been at Calvin Christian Collegiate since grade 8.
Something Riley will always remember is all the art in the school. He is also very thankful for Mrs. Gatien. After graduation, Riley plans on becoming a paramedic. And the last thing Riley wants to share is a piece of advice. Always stay on the good sides of teachers. It's good advice. This is Riley.
Riley, congratulations. You did it.
I am Tolowa Lope Alamide Fabalude, and I've been in Calvin for a year.
Talua will always remember chapels and is thankful for the teachers always pushing him to do his best, especially Mrs. Janinga. Next year, Talua plans on studying psychology and international relations at the University of Manitoba. This is Talua.
Congratulations.
My name is Bobby Goddy. I've been in the school since grade 8.
Something Bobby will always remember about Calvin are his funny classmates. He will also never forget the impact trip to Mexico, and he's very thankful for that. Next year, Bobby is going to university, and later on will pursue a future in dentistry. This is Bobby.
Bobby, congratulations.
I'm Kyleah Gretschmann, and I've been attending Calvin ever since kindergarten.
Kyleah says she will always remember her classmates as she got to grow up with some pretty amazing people. She is also very thankful for her grandparents who are always supportive and encouraging during her time in school. Next year, Kyleah plans on going to Red River to study digital media design. I should note, she says, if she gets accepted. I cannot imagine anyone turning Kyleah away for anything. But if that doesn't pan out, she will go to the University of Winnipeg for filmmaking. If she does end up at U of W, she will be receiving an entrance scholarship there. She also wants to say thank you to everyone who helped her and especially her brother during their time at Calvin. At this point, I'm going to pass the stage over to Mr. Gary Bumhoff for a special presentation.
As Joanne's partner in life for 40 years, it gives me great pleasure to announce Kyleah Gretschmann as the first recipient of the Joanne Baumhoff Memorial Scholarship. Joanne was passionate in her chosen field of education, and while living in Winnipeg, she served as secretary for the Calvin Christian School Board for a number of years. In accepting this scholarship, Kyleah, you will honor Joanne as you continue your scholastic endeavors by pursuing them with passion and determination. As you enter your area of expertise, we pray that you will form deep friendships and be a rich blessing to the community God has called you to serve. Congratulations.
This is Kyleah.
Kyleah, congratulations.
Thank you.
My name is Joshua Hnatyshyn. I've been attending Calvin Christian since kindergarten.
Josh will always remember the friendships that he has made and is thankful for his family supporting him in his education. He is also thankful for the time he has spent coming out and volunteering for Saturday morning hockey. Next year, Josh plans to continue working full-time in construction in order to buy a Mustang GT 5.0. This is Josh.
Joshua, congratulations.
My name is Ashton Howarth, and I've been here since kindergarten.
When asked what he will remember about Calvin, Ashton said the new workout room. Ashton is also thankful for all the teachers for helping everyone very well individually and creating good relationships. Next year, Ashton is going to either move to Portage to play hockey or apply at the Police Cadets while working at BP. Also noteworthy, Ashton was voted on as the goalie of the year in AAA Hockey Winnipeg this year. Ashton would also like to thank Mrs. Smith for opening up the NPR for basketball at Spares. This is Ashton.
Ashton, congratulations.
My name is Brianna James, and I've been going to Calvin Christian since grade 7, and I've enjoyed all my time there.
Something Brianna will never forget is her trip to Chicago. Brianna is thankful that her education here has taught her a lot of life skills and has shaped her into a better person. Next year, Brianna plans to attend the University of Manitoba. This is Brianna.
Brianna, congratulations. You did it.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Brenden Jerome, and I've been at the school since kindergarten.
Brenden will always remember hanging with the boys behind the church, hitting 10 strikes in a row at bowling, and splitting multiple arrows at archery. Apparently, they call him Robin Hood. He is thankful for Mrs. Smith always being there to help him understand things. Brendan's future plans include learning how to only hit max damage, and then after a year off, going to Red River in the marketing program. Final words of advice? Important thing is to always keep it Irish Spring green green. This is Brenden.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My name is Amber-Leigh Kebler. I've been at Calvin for 8 years.
Amber-Leigh will always remember the smell of the building, which brings to mind images of students working hard, friends laughing together, the feelings of accomplishment, and a general sense of nostalgia, because learning is my home. She is thankful for the opportunity to learn French and the many life lessons, stories, practical jokes, and games that are all woven into Madame Boschmann's French classes. Next year, Amber-Leigh plans to take business administration at Red River College and hopefully decide which of the many dreams she has that she wants to pursue. When asked if there was anything else important that she can think of, she responded, "Other than how totally awesome I am, no." This is Amber-Leigh.
Amber-Leigh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Savannah Kozan, and I've been going to Calvin since grade 3.
A fond memory of Savannah's is playing Man Tracker every Friday with Mr. Berg. Savannah is also thankful for, you guessed it, Mr. Berg. Fun side fact, Mr. Berg was my student teacher when I was in grade 8. He doesn't remember me, which is completely fine, doesn't hurt my feelings or anything. Next year, Savannah plans on taking a gap year before pursuing culinary arts. Savannah also wants you to know that she still needs to clean her locker and asks, "Does anyone want extra origami paper?" This is Savannah.
Savannah, congratulations.
Hi, I'm Kyle, and I've been at Calvin since grade 7.
Kyle will always remember the Mexico trip that we all went on in grade 11. Doesn't that seem like forever ago? He is thankful to all the teachers for all their support and hopes next year to go to college. When asked if there's anything else important he could think of, he said, "Not at the time." Anything changed since then?
Not yet.
You don't have any big announcements, or
no?
Don't want to propose to Silvia or anything? No, okay. Well, I didn't hear an answer for that one. Anyways, this is Kyle.
Kyle, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Silvia Ofori, and I've been at Calvin for 9 years.
Sylvia will always remember the teachers and their way of making her feel at home. She is also thankful to her mom and dad for not allowing her to give up on herself and to push herself. She also wants to thank her sisters for helping her to stay focused. Plans for next year are twofold: studying at the University of Winnipeg in criminal justice and trying to get Harry Styles to notice her. One award Sylvia would like to mention is that she is the best student to walk the halls of Calvin Christian Collegiate. Congratulations. It's written here, so it must be true.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Another award that she is receiving is from Epsilon Creations. That's Liam's parents. I know you don't know about this. You were chosen for this $250 award because you have a heart for helping others and you will do great things pursuing criminal justice.
Thank you.
The only other thing Silvia wanted to mention is how much she loves bothering Mr. Pinto. This is Silvia.
Silvia, congratulations.
Noel Ovaji. Unfortunately, Noel couldn't be here today, so we just wanted to say that we will miss seeing him in the workout room with Bobby, or listening to him talk about football, or greeting you with a firm handshake, or saying, "My bad, my bad." That was Noel.
I'm Anna Paul, and I've been with Calvin since grade 6.
Anna will always remember the art-filled halls. Anna is also thankful for the friendly environment in which she was able to grow and learn. Anna's future plans are yet to be decided. This is Anna.
Anna, congratulations.
Hello, my name is Hannah Pennerbesch, and I've been at Calvin for 3 years.
Hannah will always remember the fun pep rallies and how we all cheered and laughed together. She will also remember the fun she had being on the golf and curling teams. Hannah would especially like to thank Mrs. Hayes. Quoting Hannah, "She was there for me when I started at Calvin in grade 10. She always supported me and got me the help I needed. She's such a kind and caring person. I am so grateful for all that she did for me. Mrs. Hayes really made a difference for me through grade 10, 11, and 12, and I'm so glad she didn't retire before I finished grade 12. She is the best and a true blessing. Thank you so much." Hannah plans to attend Canadian Mennonite University in September. Helping Hannah with her education is a $3,000 Indigenous Bursary Award from CMU. She also plans to compete in the World Amateur Long Drive competition in August. Hannah is very thankful for all the help that she has received. There was a time when she wasn't sure she would graduate from high school, but that was before she started at Calvin. There have been many great teachers at Calvin that she will never forget. She will always remember us, and she hopes that we know what a difference she made in her life. This is Hannah.
Oh my goodness, Hannah, congratulations.
I'm Anne Pham. I've been at Calvin for 2 years.
Anne will always remember all the friends and teachers at Calvin. The impact trip will always be memorable as well. One thing she is thankful for is that the workload here wasn't as bad as at previous schools. Next year, Anne wants to learn another language and maybe try to explore more countries. The last thing Anne says is that she kind of wishes she came to Calvin sooner. This is Anne.
And congratulations.
Hello, my name is Lawrence Polsina. I've been at Calvin for 3 years.
Lawrence will always remember the trip to Mexico and all of the friends that he has made here at this school, as well as at the back of the church. Lawrence is super thankful for the environment around him and how people support each other. Next year, Lawrence plans to go to dentistry school. Aiding him in his tuition is $500 from the Alice Besant Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is given to a student pursuing full-time education in the healthcare field with a high academic average. This award is generously sponsored by Deborah and Daryl DeBroni. When Lawrence was asked if there was anything else he could think of, he responded, "The boys." This is Lawrence.
Lawrence, congratulations.
My name is Jonah Power, and I've been at Calvin since grade 1.
Among Jonah's more prominent memories are 1, 2, 3, that's enough for me after recess in Little Child School. That and the pad at the elementary school, getting the hockey stick caught on the pavement and having that rammed at your chest. Jonah is also thankful for, and I quote, teachers, because I don't pick favorites. After graduating, Jonah is going to work for a year and save some money. And finally, Jonah says, that's it, GG's. This is Jonah.
Jonah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Jadon Reimer. Last year, Jayden graduated far too soon into heaven. He had begun his education at Calvin Christian, like so many others graduating this year, in kindergarten. Jayden loved to make others laugh with his keen sense of humor and boundless energy. He enjoyed playing school and club volleyball as well as modeling in his spare time. Jayden won an international modeling competition in 2018. He was planning on going into pre-med, specializing in psychiatry after high school. Please join me in a moment of silence in remembrance of Jayden. Thank you.
My name's Sabrina Schouten, and I have been going to Calvin for 10 years.
Sabrina will always remember getting a pencil and an eraser on her birthday from Mr. Vandekratz. She is also thankful for how sweet and understanding all the teachers are. Next year, Sabrina is going to the University of Manitoba to pursue nursing. This is Sabrina.
Sabrina, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Graham Schulz. I've been going to Calvin since kindergarten.
Graham says he will always remember the Mexico trip, exploring Arizona, sitting around the fire in the evenings, and swimming in the freezing ocean. The whole trip was his best memory of school. Graham is thankful for his peers and growing up together, as many of them have been friends for all 13 years of school. Next year, Graham is going to paramedic school and then fire college after that. This is Graham.
Graham, congratulations.
Hello, my name is Jayden Steendam. I've gone to Calvin for 13 years.
Jayden will always remember that everyone was your friend. Teachers, custodians, students, and EAs. It didn't matter who you were or how well they knew you, everyone was always nice. Jayden is also thankful for our custodians. He knows how hard it is to keep everything clean, and they did a darn good job of it. Darn, right? That's the word you wrote? Yeah, it was darn. That's what I thought. Okay. Next year, Jayden is off to Dordt University in Hull, Iowa. Easing the transition to Dordt next year, Jayden is the recipient of a $1,000 award from the John Harris Foundation. To be eligible, a student must be attending a college that demonstrates and practices a theology in the Reformed tradition. The students that apply for this award must demonstrate that they understand what is meant by a Christian commitment as it applies to life in general, as well as college life. Jayden fits that bill. Congrats, buddy. This is Jayden.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
My name is Joshua Teedy, and I've been going to Calvin for 13 years.
Josh will always remember all of the trips, including Mexico, Chicago, sports trips, and outdoor ed. Josh is thankful for the small classes and more focused learning. Next year, Josh is going to the U of M for engineering and has been accepted for direct entry. As part of his acceptance into engineering, he is receiving a $3,000 entrance scholarship for having an average of above 95%. Josh is also receiving the Bonnie Mitchell Memorial Scholarship Award. This award was created to honor and remember Bonnie Mitchell, nee Wilson, who was part of the first grade 12 graduating class of Calvin Christian Collegiate in 2005. She was passionate in her faith for Jesus and a strong leader among her peers. She demonstrated a high standard of excellence in her academic studies, actively contributed to the Calvin Christian community in both athletics and music, and continually put others first. To qualify for this $500 award, a student must be someone with an excellent academic standing, checks out, and exemplify the Christ-like qualities that Bonnie brought to our school by joyfully and sacrificially serving God with his gifts and talents. Josh is also the other recipient of the 4L Communications Camp Scholarship worth $500. This scholarship goes to those who are entering post-secondary in the fall and have demonstrated a love of and service to summer camp. Congratulations, man. This is Josh.
Joshua, congratulations.
Hello, my name is Jarrett Unruh, and I've been to Calvin since elementary and grades 11 and 12.
Jarrett will always remember playing ball in the gym at lunch. He is also thankful for Mr. Morris for keeping it fun in physics and pre-cal and always making time for getting extra help. After graduation, Jarrett is taking a year off and then plans to apply for college, most likely in the field of physical therapy or business. When asked if there's anything else important he can think of, he said, "Not off the top of the dome at the moment, but ask me later." So, anything new?
Yeah, ask me later, I guess. That's about it.
This is Jarrett.
Jarrett, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Trish Voggs, and I've been here since kindergarten.
Trish will always remember the friendly relationships between students and teachers. She's also thankful to every teacher who had the patience to see her through. Moving forward, Trish hopes to someday get schooling to be a dance teacher. This is Trish.
Trish, congratulations.
Thank you.
My name is Liam Washel. I've been going to Calvin since kindergarten.
Liam will always remember the community at Calvin. He also really liked the small class sizes, saying it really helped him to be able to focus a little bit more and to learn a little bit better. Next year, Liam will be attending the U of M with an aim to get a Bachelor of Science, and after that, who knows? This is Liam.
Liam, congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the 2020 graduates of Calvin Christian Collegiate. Cut! Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to present to you the 2020 graduates of Calvin Christian Collegiate.
Every year the class is asked to do a poll, to do a vote, to see who they would like to hear do the toast, do the speeches at your dinner. This year, Savannah Kozan was voted in to bring the toast to the parents. So let's welcome Savannah to the microphone.
To the parents, the ones who put us into this amazing school with amazing opportunities like going to Mexico and helping out with ICE, which we weren't able to do. And to the parents that we have at school, our teachers, the ones who saw us grow from grade 7 to grade 12 and even before then, we thank you.
Thank you, Savannah, for that toast that you just brought to us. We would like to invite Walter Gretschmann to the microphone to bring the toast from the parents. Take it away, Walter.
Welcome, parents, teachers, staff, friends, and grads. Before I get started, I just want to thank the grad class of 2020 for this opportunity. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be able to stand here in front of you and provide this toast. So, from kindergarten to grade 12, what a journey it has been, hasn't it? Do you remember your first day of school? No? Well, I do, and it probably looked something like this. 31 recruits to Calvin Christian School. And you might be asking, what does that have to do with this graduation, our graduation? Well, there are a lot of things that had to happen, that had to fall into place, that all came together, that by divine providence brought you together then and will brought you all together now. Indulge me while I share a story from those years. It was Kyleah's first birthday at school, and as usual, the whole class was invited, and of course, everybody accepted. One of the activities that we had planned was a clown to show up to perform. When that poor clown came to the boys into the basement and saw 15 children, he was horrified. But he did his job and he did it well. A few hours later, after the party had subsided and everything had calmed down, I got a telephone call from the clown. And he wanted to talk to me personally. He said, "Mr. Gretschmann, I was a little worried when I saw the size of the group of children. But I must tell you, in all the years I've been doing this, I have never seen a group of better behaved children." "What school did they go to again?" "Calvin Christian School," I said, and rather proudly I might add. "Is this coincidence? Is it luck? Or just fate?" I don't think so. You see, I don't believe in things like luck and fate and coincidence. I believe in God's hand. His providence is in our lives. You see, even then, when you were making an impact for God in the lives of others. And that is the beauty of it all, the miracle of God in our lives. So where have we come? It has been 13 years together. Sure, some of the faces have changed. We've had some new people come into our lives, and we've had a number of people leave our lives, and we miss them dearly, and sometimes even shed a tear. But having spent time with you all in Mexico only confirms what I knew then, that you will be changing lives. You will be making a difference in a world that is often very indifferent nowadays. You would be doing the things that God has asked you to do, and you will be a blessing to those around you. So I am as proud today as I was 13 years ago to say these young ladies and men are the 2020 grads of Calvin Christian Collegiate. It seems to me that there's a lot of fear going around nowadays. not only with the most recently with the COVID virus, but it seems that that has been building for years. As Christians, we do not need to live in fear of anything. We know the Lord our God is in charge and that all things are in God's hands. I love reading about Joshua. He had an amazing faith in God. When all others were scared to death, were too afraid to follow God's directions, frozen in fear, he was the only one to stand up and speak for the Lord. And I'll leave you with his words. Do not be faint-hearted or afraid. Do not panic or be terrified, for the Lord your God is the one who goes with you. He will fight with you and give you the victory. You are a generation that is going to make a great difference in the world today because of the love of Christ in you. And we all believe in you. In closing, I would like to say, raise your glasses and join me in a toast to the grads of 2020.
Walter, thank you for those words. Next up, we got Lawrence, or was it Laura, Mr. Morris? No, Lawrence and Laura, who is going to bring the toast to the staff. Guys, you got the microphone.
Hi, my name is Laura, and I just wanted to say thank you to all the teachers who had to put up with us over the years, and especially thank Mr. Morris for scaring Silvia so badly she fell and hit her head, which explains a lot. But for real though, thank you for putting up with us in our crazy class and for never giving up on us, even when we made it hard for you to teach. You guys pushed through, you've taught us so much over the years, and your constant hard work doesn't go unnoticed, especially in the times we're in. You guys will definitely be remembered as people who have helped shape and mold us into the young adults we are today, and you've been there for us through some of the toughest and some of the best times in our lives. I'm really gonna miss Mrs. Gation's endless hugs and how she would always ask us how we're doing and we could go to her with anything and she would give the best advice. I'm definitely gonna miss Mrs. Luloff and how she'd jump right in on a joke with us, not even knowing what it was about. You guys will all be missed so much. Thank you for everything.
Hi, my name is Lawrence, and I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the teachers who have taught me throughout these years and became some of the best people in my life. I want to thank Mrs. Ratai for putting up with the countless mistakes we've had in class, and not to forget the amount of I have a headache or I forgot my instrument, I can't play that she had to deal with. I want to thank Mr. Azay for not sugarcoating anything about our work when we asked. I want to thank, and not to forget about his beard. It was one of the things I looked forward to every morning to see if he shaved it or not. I want to thank Ms. Janinga for teaching us in grade 10 science and math. I don't know how she didn't go crazy. She is one of the most humble people I know. I want to thank Mrs. Klatt for giving me over 100 plus late slips, and to the countless other people. I want to thank Mrs. Smith for being one of the best principals ever, but she could be better if she let me pull the fire alarm just one time. I want to thank Pinto and Clausen for dealing with the is the gym open today every single day. You guys are some of the best people I've had in my life. You guys are amazing. Raise a glass with me to the staff.
Lawrence and Laura, thank you for your speech. And on behalf of all of us, the staff, the class of 2020 has chosen or elected Mrs. Heather Janinga to bring the toast from the staff. Go ahead, Mrs. Janinga.
Hello, grade 12 grads, parents, grandparents, family, and friends.
Today, I am honored to celebrate with you and speak to your achievements on behalf of the teachers at Calvin Christian. We have walked alongside each of you for many years now and are so happy to see you graduate. I will admit your group may have come to the Collegiate in grade 7 with a bit of a disclaimer. We were told something along the lines of, they have quite a bit of energy and some days might be a struggle, but they'll definitely grow on you, which is what I wanted to focus on a bit right now. The growth your teachers have seen in all of you. Not everyone immediately excels academically, athletically, artistically, or even in leadership roles, but it's amazing to see how each of you have raised your game over these years. Being in community is so great too, because not everyone is gifted at everything. But when you're in community, you can find your place in other areas and grow together. As our grade 12 grads, we see just how much each of you have grown in the role you play in this class. And while each of you plays an important and significant part, you have collectively been there for each other in the most tremendous times. We have seen this and love this about you. The community that you have built together is irreplaceable. As a bit of a send-off, I wanted to reflect on my most memorable moment with you guys. Maybe not my most favorite at the time, but something I won't forget. Remember our hike to Pine Point Rapids in the Whiteshell? It was the fall of your grade 10 year, and our study of ecosystems made me think I should take this high-spirited group on a hike. Now, I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say this was a bit risky to take your group down a trail to fast-flowing rapids, but I didn't want my worries to prevent what I thought would be an excellent learning opportunity. I watched you guys break off into smaller groups to enjoy the scenery or to put fallen trees into the rapids and get soaked. I watched as you belted out "Livin' on a Prayer" as we hiked back to the bus, got a bit lost, ended up on a beautifully scenic rock peak, got rained on, and the list goes on. At any rate, the stress it caused me was 100% worth it. I grew as a teacher that day. I tend to play it safe, but taking a bit of a risk was really good for me. This quote stuck with me, and maybe it'll stick with you too. Take a risk and expect results, or don't take a risk and expect nothing. In this next chapter in your life, remember that God uses people who are willing to step out of their comfort zone. Whatever you face, know that our Lord is with you and will meet you where you are. It's our prayer as the teachers who have taught you for years that you invite our Heavenly Father to walk alongside you as you take risks and figure out this next chapter of your life. We have prayed for you and will continue to pray for you. Remember how every Tuesday morning before school the teachers gather in the library? That was our time to be in community, to share our concerns and our blessings, to pray for our school, and to pray for you. We will continue to do that, and we ask as a staff that you remember us in your prayers too, to keep in touch with each other and reflect back on some of your most memorable moments at Calvin. Please come back and visit, send an email, just keep in touch. I want that, and I know the whole staff would love that too. And now, please raise a glass and let's toast the graduating class of 2020. Cheers to your accomplishments and cheers for what's to come. And now I'd like to call on Mrs. Luloff. Each year, Calvin Christian schools acknowledge and honor the families of graduates that are the last born, who will be leaving our school system. Many of us have had the privilege through the years to see and teach many siblings of these graduates. We have also had the honor of seeing graduates come back and enroll their own children into Calvin Christian schools. I look forward to those days ahead with some of these graduates as well. We are thankful to have been made a part of the village that helped to raise this group of young people and look forward to hearing about the wonderful things that they will be doing in the years to come as they leave us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. Please join me in honoring these families. 18 years at Calvin Christian Schools, Serena and the Algira family. 13 years at Calvin Christian Schools, Jensen and the Beens family. Hannah and the Pennerbesh family, 3 years with us. Laura and the Bohinski family, 18 years. 16 years with Calvin Christian Schools, Sierra and the Doornbos family. Riley and the Isons, 5 years at Calvin Christian Schools. 13 years, Kyleah and the Gretschmanns. Also 13 years, Joshua and the Goulets. "11 years with Calvin Christian Schools, Amber-Leigh and the Kebler family. 6 years, Brianna and the James family. Savannah and the Kozans, 10 years. 9 years with us, Silvia and the Oforis. And Pham, 2 years at Calvin Christian Collegiate. 3 years at Calvin Christian Collegiate, Lawrence and the Polsina family. The Ovagi family with Noel, 2 eventful years. Jarrett and the Unras, 15 years at Calvin. 21 years committed to the education of their children at Calvin Christian Schools, Liam and the Waschel family. With only 1 year, but a meaningful one, as an international student, Talua and the Fabaludi family. And lastly, 6 years with Calvin Christian Schools, Kyle and the Musney family. Thank you, and we will miss you. Now, from the board, Ron Pluchinski, please close this wonderful evening for us.
Hi, my name is Ron Pluchinski, and on behalf of the board at Calvin Christian, we want to congratulate you on your graduation from Calvin Collegiate. This is a monumental event in your lives, and we're all proud of the work that you have done to reach this milestone. Today, we want to celebrate what God has done in your lives and also share in your excitement for the future. As a school community, we desire to have all of our students live out their lives as followers of Christ in their communities and the world around them. We pray that you go on to live out the plans that God has for you. In Jeremiah 29, verse 11, the Lord declares, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you a hope and a future." And we pray as a school community that you believe in these words. God has a plan for you, and we hope you continue to place your trust in Him and have success in all that you dream to achieve. The future is yours now. We wish to congratulate you on your success. And I just want to close in a blessing for you all. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn His face towards you and give you peace. May God's graces be with you as you step forwards towards your dreams. Thanks and congratulations.